What is leadership for you if you were to define it?
I think leadership is being a role model yourself, to have a clear vision. Where do you want to go? And to be able to devise a roadmap for the people who want to follow your footsteps.
Oh, that's great. You made
But
it sound simple.
yeah, actually, it's a process. It's a process. I mean, gaining clarity in itself, this is a very big challenge.
Mhm,
And when we reach this part, when I talk about how I joined the mentorship, I'm going to tell you why
mhm,
exactly. So
mhm.
stay tuned. It's very juicy story.
That's
So gaining clarity is very, very important, because if you do not have this clarity and what do you want to do with your life, and what do you want to do with this relationship, what do you want to do with your work, it's going to cost you not only time or money, it's going to cost you your own happiness. You will be lost in life. And
exactly.
as you know, the clock is still going. It will not wait for you to have this clarity. So when I simplify the steps, this is only maybe to provide like an overview, but the steps, they each one of them is a process on its own right. It's not very easy. And I need to add here that, okay, after you lay down the roadmap for everyone who would like to follow your footsteps, it's very important that you do not force them to go this way. To just keep in mind that every single one of us as human beings, we are here on earth to have our own experience. So when I'm forcing my views, or when I'm forcing my experiences on you, then this will take from your own free will. This will diminish parts of your own experience as well. So I think it's very important for leaders to realize that their job is to point to the way and not force people to follow the way.
What would you say would be the top three problems that they normally face?
In terms of,
What does like in whether it's in business or in the day-to-day like activities that they do, like would you say would be the top three common problems of the clients, or probably so you can relate better, like probably the actual clients or your ideal clients top three problems that they face.
thank you so much for this very important question. First of all, I still have not entered the corporate world yet with my services, but of course, I'm looking forward to, and I work towards that. But corporate are people after all.
Exactly.
So I can tell you that their main problems really are with the problems have to do with the lack of clarity. Again, they don't know what they want to do with their life or with their business even.
Mhm.
And of course, you have the relationship problems, and the money problems. These are always present almost in every session. It's about that. It's the lack of clarity. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm going, where I'm going. I don't know why I'm here even on earth, what I'm doing here. And then they have relationship problems. And if you are in the corporate world, this is, oh my God, you can go to the workplace in the morning, hating yourself and feeling like you are going to a war zone. And believe me, this is very destructive environment. This is very destructive. It's never constructive. So but in the transformational NLP world now, we know that when you have a workplace environment that's toxic, this is a strong indication that you have a toxic relationship with yourself. And this applies to other kinds of relationship as well, in friendship, love, marriage, your relationship with your kids. So if you notice that you are suffering from such a toxic reality, this means you really need to look inside and amend your relationship with yourself. And of course, there are the money problems. Money problems. So many millions and millions and millions of people suffer from money problems, and for very understandable reasons, and for very deep reasons, and as well. And if I want to talk about why people suffer when it comes to money, I think I will talk for at least 3 days continuously. So I would say yes, but the very important issue, because in my world I don't really like to use the word problem. It's always an experience. It's not a problem, it's an experience. The issue is they are not listening to their soul's calling. So when somebody is ignoring this very light sound inside, I can assure you they will find it very hard to feel that happiness or satisfaction or the peace of mind. They feel always that they are not in alignment with their purpose.
What are the important leadership capabilities or skills a leader must have in the next normal to be able to continue to lead effectively?
I don't know why I find myself coming to the same point again, which is clarity.
Okay.
Clarity, it's all about clarity, because within this clarity, the person is connected to their soul. They are connected to themselves, to other
Mm-hmm.
selves, and to life itself. You see, and this is very,
True.
very, very important, because once you know where you want to go, and then somehow the road will just appear to you. And not only that, there is a very beautiful saying, I think it's Chinese. It says, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And this is so true, so true. Even if you do not believe in vague things or in ambiguity, but this literally happens. It literally happens. So I think it's very important for the leader to have this clarity, sorry, and to be able to tap into their inner strength,
Mm-hmm.
because life will throw hardships at you. There will be challenges. This is
Mm-hmm.
part of life. This is part of life. It's an integral part of life. So we better consent with this reality, so that we can work with it seamlessly or with minimum resistance, because resistance is creating more and more problems for the person. So it's very important for the leader to be able to tap into their inner strength. They need to continuously educate themselves. They need to be a lifelong learners, such as yourself. I think you are a wonderful leader in what you are doing, Marilyn. You're an
Thank
amazing person. So clarity, tapping into inner strength, and being able to being so passionate about learning. And for me, the leader is someone who is very inspiring, someone who is not afraid of taking, should I say, calculated risks.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who follows their passion, someone who follows their soul calling. And believe me, when someone has done the inner work, they will be able to connect with like a higher power. Some people would love to call it higher power, and the higher power will always send guidance to you. They will always tell you, they will always whisper some really amazing ideas to you.
True.
So it's fascinating. It's not easy to be a leader. Leadership is not for everyone. So you can go to schools, and I know there are now schools and courses, and there are so many trends. If you click on hashtag leadership, you will find millions of posts about that, and there are so many offerings. So you can learn the basics, you can learn it, but are you really cut out to become a leader or not? Is this your gift or not? I think it's very important, because without this passion, if you are not made to
Mm-hmm.
be a leader, so it will always lack this spirit, if you know what I mean.